We'll get started. Welcome everyone to yoga. Good morning. Just to let you know, we're recording this for YouTube. No one will be seen. It will just be me in the video. But if you'd like to turn your video off so that I can't see you, that's just fine. Everyone will be muted. You can communicate through the chat if need be. So we'll get started this morning, finding a comfortable seated position. Crossing your legs, letting your knees fall open. If your hips are tighter and your knees come up higher than your hips when you're sitting on the floor, you can add a pillow or a block underneath your seat so that it lifts your hips while letting your knees fall open. You can also, if you have tender knees, you can put supports underneath your knees here. Lots of options, but let's just come to our mat, come to that seat, and start finding that comfortable position, moving around, stacking the spine, one vertebra on top of the other. Trying to find a position where there's no gripping to hold you upright, where you're stacked and balanced. And close your eyes and bring your awareness inward. Slowing down your mind, slowing down the thoughts, slowing down your breath. Letting go of anything, any worries, any thoughts that are going on in your head. And just find your way to stillness. Begin to notice each breath, the sensations that come with each inhale and exhale. Begin to deepen the breath, expanding more into each inhale and lengthening out each exhale. Beginning to bring your breath into your belly. So not only opening through your chest and ribs, you're going to open into your belly and diaphragm as you breathe in. You can bring your hands to your belly so you can really feel this. Inhaling, expanding. Exhaling, drawing the belly button back in towards the spine as you empty out the lungs. Keep these long, deep breaths going. Focus on lengthening the breath. Finding a beat internally, maybe the beat of your heart, maybe the beat of music or the sound around you. And on our inhale, we're going to count our entire length of our entire inhale. And then as you exhale, try to count and make your exhale just as long as your inhale. So if you're counting to 6 or 5, make your exhale that same length. Keeping the long, deep breaths. Keep breathing into the belly. In your next round of breath, see if you can extend your exhale out one count longer. Lengthening even more. Really emptying out the lungs on the exhale. Breathing in this way has been shown to bring us slow down our parasympathetic nervous system. It brings us back into our rest and digest, away from our fight and flight. In the next round of breath, see if you can extend the exhale out 2 beats longer. One more round of breath like this. And then release. Coming back to a natural rhythm. Noticing any changes in the body. Even subtle changes. We'll open our eyes if your eyes are closed. You can remain seated on your block or you can come down to the mat. We're just going to start some movement and warm the body up. So sitting tall, we're going to inhale. On the exhale, just drop the right ear to the right shoulder, stretching out the left side of the neck. Stay here, you can walk your left fingertips away from your body, deepening the stretch along the shoulders and into the neck. Inhale, coming back to center. And exhale, tip the head to the left. Walking the right fingertips away like you did on the other side. Nice gentle stretch here. Inhale back to center. We're going to inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, drop your right hand as you tip over to the right. Stacking the shoulders, keep swinging the heart open towards the sky as you stretch through the side body on the left from the hip to the fingertips. Inhale back to center, both fingertips towards the sky. Exhale, left hand drops as you tip over to the left. Keep grounding to the right sit bone. Swing the heart up towards the sky. Inhale back to center. And exhale, twist to the right. Left hand comes to the top of the knee. Right fingertips to the floor behind you. As you lift your heart and gaze over your right shoulder. Gentle twist here. Inhale, coming back to center, fingertips to the sky. And exhale, twist to the other side. Keep lengthening into the twist. You don't want to round down in the spine or cave. You want to keep lifting up as you twist deeper. And inhale, back to center. Both hands come down. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. And exhale, fold forward here, over the crossed legs. Coming down your forearms, let your head hang, let your back relax. And breathe here. Feeling the stretch in the low back and the hip. As we move through our practice, we're going to try to maintain this long, lengthened breath, even as we build heat, even as we begin to work hard. We're going to try to maintain the lengthened breath, never holding the breath. Inhale, coming back up to your seat, and then cross the opposite leg in front. Do the same thing on the other side. Inhale, fingers to the sky. And exhale, fold over. Letting your head hang. Inhale, coming back up to center. And then we're going to come to all fours. So you can sweep your legs beside you, or you can push off from behind and just roll over the top of the legs. So in the table position, shoulders stacked over wrists, hips stacked over knees. We're going to inhale here. And exhale, drop the tail of the head as you round the spine up in cat. Separating the shoulder blades, pull the belly to the spine. Inhale, coming to center. Belly and heart drop towards the mat as you tip the tail and the head towards the sky and cow. Keep moving through cat and cow at your own rate of breath. Beginning to coordinate your breath and your movements. Doing any intuitive movements that your body needs this morning. You can move side to side, looking towards one heel and the other. I like to roll forward and back in cat, getting a little bit deeper stretch along the spine. Keep breathing. Taking one more round of breath here. On your next inhale, bring your big toes together to touch. Spread your knees wide to the edge of the mat. And exhale, drop your hips over your heels, extending your arms and resting your forehead in child's pose. Allow your tail to melt toward your heels. Heart opening towards the earth between your knees. Forehead is resting and the back of your neck is soft and long. And breathing here. Taking this moment to set your intention for your practice today. Whatever it may be today, something personal, or maybe something bigger for the entire world. Just set that intention and hold it in your mind as we move through our practice. Your next inhale, coming back up to all fours. We're going to set up for our downward facing dog. Lifting your fingers, your hands up off the mat, spread your fingers wide, placing your fingertips down first. Engaging into your fingers like you're clawing into the mat, and then set the palm down. Do the same thing on the left side. Just protect your wrists so we don't just slam all the way down into our wrists. Fingers engage, then rotate the crease of your elbows toward each other and as forward as possible so you can shoulder in a neutral position. So arms rotated, fingers engaged, point the toes under, inhale, and on the exhale, lift the hips and push back into the heels for downward facing dog. We'll start by pedaling your feet, pushing one heel towards the mat at a time as you lift the other, stretching out the calf, behind the knee, even in the feet and the toes, just warming up here. Keep breathing. Then bringing both heels down, lift your right leg high to the sky, rotate your ankle in one direction. And reverse. And then the right foot comes down, lifting the left and rotating the ankle. And reverse. And bring the left foot down to meet the right. Back into our downward facing dog. Finding stillness. So we're going to come into this posture. Heels pushing towards the mat. They don't have to touch. That's just your flexibility. But the action is pushing down into the heels as you lift the tail high to the sky. The back is flat, long straight line through the spine to the crown of the head. So the neck is long and soft between, your head is hanging between the biceps. Heart is reaching towards your thighs, gazing just between your feet. Then pushing into your hands and fingertips just as much as you're pushing into your feet. As if you want to rip the top of the mat away from the bottom. In downward facing dog. One more breath here. And exhale, slowly walk your feet to the front of the mat. Stay folded over here, bring your feet hip width apart. Bend your knees a lot and allow your upper body to just drape over the top of your thighs and knees. Head is hanging, arms are hanging. You can stay here, or you can grab opposite elbows for ragdoll. So the deep bend in the knees, we don't want to stretch into the legs yet. We're really opening through the spine. You can stay here in stillness, or you can sway side to side. Carefully shake your head yes. Release some tension from the neck. And no. And releasing the arms, straighten the legs. Heel toe your feet together. Big toes touch, heels slightly apart. Inhale, come to a halfway lift. Shoulder blades pull towards each other. Back is flat, reach the crown of the head forward. Hands can be up on the shins or anywhere, depending on your flexibility towards the floor. So just find that spot where you can lengthen. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms sweep to the sides and hinge at your hips, coming all the way to stand in tall mountain, reaching towards the sky. And exhale, palms together to heart center. We'll start by warming up through some sun salutations. Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, arms sweep to the sky. And exhale, hands come through heart center into forward fold, guiding over the legs. Inhale, come to a halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands outside your feet and step one foot back and then the other into a plank. Long straight line from your heels to the crown of the head. We're going to inhale, shift forward up onto your toes, dropping your knees, and then lower your chin and your chest. Elbows stay glued to the side of the rib cage as you lower down to hover. Inhale, scooping forward, drop your belly, release the top of the feet. Hands are behind your shoulders, close to your rib cage, elbows pulled in, lifting your heart using the muscles along your spine, cobra. Inhale, and exhale, push back to your knees, toes curl under, downward facing dog. Inhale, bring your feet together, coming up onto your big toes, or onto your balls of your feet. Inhale, and exhale, bend your knees, look between your hands, and you can either walk forward, or you can hop your feet to the front of your mat. So forward fold. Inhale, come to a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms sweep out to the side as you come to standing tall mountain, reaching towards the sky, energy through your fingers. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms sweep to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands outside of your feet, and you can either step back or you can hop down to a plank. Inhale, shifting forward, lowering knees, chest, chin, or you can stand on your hands and lower in chaturanga, elbows glued to the sides of the rib cage. Inhale, scooping forward to cobra, lowering your body, or rolling over the top of your feet for upward facing dog. Top of the feet and the palms are the only thing on the mat for up dog. Keep the legs engaged, heart lifted. Inhale, and exhale, come back to downward facing dog. So lots of options there. You can choose what you want to use for the vinyasa. Whatever works for you. Inhale, reach the right leg high to the sky, keeping your right hip in line with your left. Reach through the leg to engage the entire leg. Exhale, bend the knee into the body, bring your right foot forward between your hands. If you don't make it all the way forward, you can scoop your foot so that the knee is stacked over the ankle. Inhale to rise into crescent. Try to keep that left leg straight. So you're lifting the knee away from the mat as you reach through the heel. Deep bend in the right knee. Try to keep the hips square to the front of the room and the heart lifted. Inhale and exhale, hands come down to frame the foot. Inhale, right comes back to meet the left. Shifting forward. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high to the sky. Keep that hip in line, keep reaching through the entire leg. Exhale, bend the knee into the body, bring it forward. Making sure the knee is stacked over the ankle. Inhale to rise. Crescent lunge. Square the hips, lift the heart. Reach back to that right heel. Inhale. And exhale, hands come down to frame the foot. Inhale, left comes back to meet the right, shifting forward. Exhale, lower halfway. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bring your feet together, coming up onto your tiptoes. Exhale, bend your knees, look between your hands and either step or float to forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms sweep out to the side as you come to stand in tall mountain. And exhale, palms together to heart center. One more round. Trying to really coordinate the breath with the movement, using your entire breath as you move. Letting go of any swinging or momentum. So on our next inhale, we're going to sit back in a chair, sweep the fingertips towards the floor, and then arms reaching towards the sky. Gaze down, make sure you can see your big toes, so the weight is in your heels. You should be able to weight below those toes. Sit deeper, lift the heart. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands and step or hop back. Inhale, shifting forward. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach that right leg high to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, right foot comes forward. Inhale, crescent lunge, come to rise. Exhale, hands come down to frame the foot. Inhale, right comes back to meet the left, shifting forward. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring that left foot forward. Inhale, rise into crescent. Exhale, hands come down, frame the foot. Inhale, left comes back to meet the right, shifting forward. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bring your feet together, coming up onto your tiptoes. Exhale, bend your knees up between the hands at the bottom of the exhale. Step or float to forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms sweep wide as you come to standing tall mountain. Exhale, palms together to heart center. Closing your eyes, release your arms down by your side. Noticing the heat that we've built. We'll get ready to move through our standing posture, our standing flow. Opening the eyes. Inhale, sweep the arms to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands and step or float back to downward facing dog. We're going to inhale, reach your right leg high to the sky here. Three-legged dog. Exhale, bring your right foot all the way forward between your hands. This time we're going to drop the left heel. Coming into warrior one. When you're ready, inhale to rise. Make sure the knee is stacked over the ankle, pushing in the outer edge of the left foot. Let's start by bringing your hands to your hips, shifting your left hip forward and pulling your right hip back. We're trying to square our hips to the front of the mat. When you're ready, reach arms up. Warrior one. Inhale, lifting the heart. And exhale, open to the side of the room for warrior two, adjusting your feet. Left foot is still at a 45-degree angle, but if you were to draw a line down the mat, it should bisect, or from your right heel, it should bisect the arch of your left foot. Reaching through both fingertips, trying to drop the tail straight down. Keep the right knee opening, not falling inward. And then bring your gaze soft, just beyond your right fingertips. Warrior two. On your next inhale, drop your left hand gently to your left thigh and lift your heart and right fingertips towards the sky for reverse warrior. You can stay here, you can wrap the left arm behind you, hooking your right hip for a bind. Inhale. And exhale, extended side angle. Right elbow comes to the right knee. Reaching through the fingertips. Back the shoulders. Inhale, sweep the left fingertips towards the front of the room. So you're creating a long line, reaching from your left foot to your left fingertips. Keep trying to stack the shoulders, spin the heart open towards the sky. Staying here, you can lower your right hand inside your right foot. Extended side angle. Inhale. And exhale, pushing your right foot down to stand. Keep your arms open like wings. We're going to come into triangle. For triangle, imagine that you're in between two panes of glass here. We don't want to be bending forward, hinging at the hips, and we'll bump that glass. So we're just moving that one pane of movement. Inhale, slide out as far as you can over that right leg until you feel that stopping point. And then just tip over, bringing your hand maybe to your shin, maybe the ankle, maybe you can come to the floor. Open left shoulder, heart spins open towards the sky by stacking the hips and pushing into the outer edge of the left foot. Lengthening through the spine. Inhale. And exhale. Coming back up, bringing your hands to your hips. Step your left foot halfway in. We're going to spread our feet apart a little bit. And then square your hips to the front. Left foot is still kind of at a 45-degree angle. We're going to inhale, sweep the left hand to the sky. Exhale, hinge forward, keeping the hips square. And then twist, stacking the right shoulder over the left, twisting to the right and reverse triangle. Your hand can come to your shin, to your ankle. It can come to the floor inside the right foot or outside. The twist is where we're focusing, not where your hand is. So wherever you can find that twist best and stack the shoulders is where you're going to stay today. Inhale. And exhale, release the twist. Walking your hands to the center of the mat. Heel toe your feet wider and come to standing. So if you opened your arms and you dropped little springs or little weights from your wrists, that's about how wide your feet should be. And then let your toes angle in slightly. So you're kind of in a pigeon toe. Inhale, sweep the hands to the sky. And exhale, fold forward here. Wide leg forward fold or prasarita. Let the head just hang. Hands can come to the mat. Directly under the shoulders. You can stay here. You can reach your fingers between your legs. Or you can bind, grabbing the ankles of the feet. Shifting your weight slightly more into the balls of your feet than your heels. About 80% of the weight in the balls of your feet, 20 in the heels. Inhale, coming to a halfway lift, hands come underneath the shoulders. Exhale, walk your hands to the right as you bend into the right knee. We're going to come into Skandasana. So right foot, mine doesn't stay flat, your heel can be lifted. Maybe come down into that squat. Left toes pull towards the shin and up towards the sky. You can stay here supported, feeling the stretch in the inner left thigh. Or if you want to balance, you can come hands to heart center. Or one more challenge is for the bind. You can wrap your right arm around the right knee, and then left arm comes behind you. Maybe you can find fingertips. Keep drawing the left toes towards the shin, directly towards the sky. If you're in the bind, release, bringing both hands to the ground, and then slowly walk your hands forward to frame the right foot. Inhale, left or right foot comes back to meet the left, shifting forward. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, and chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. We'll go to the other side, same thing. Inhale, left leg high to the sky. Reaching long and strong through that leg. Exhale, bend the knee into the body, bringing the left foot all the way forward. Dropping the right heel, coming into warrior one, so that 45-degree angle. Inhale to rise. Hands come to the hips. This time, pushing the right hip forward. Drawing the left hip back, trying to square the pelvis and the hips towards the front of the mat as much as you can. And then arms reach to the sky. Warrior one. Lifting the heart and breathing. Inhale. And exhale, opening to warrior two, adjusting your feet. Finding that heel to arch alignment. Reaching through both fingertips and gazing just beyond your left fingertips. Warrior two. Your next inhale, reverse your warrior. Right hand drops to the thigh. Inhale, left fingertips to the sky. Maybe come to the bind. Right arm comes behind you. You did on the other side. Inhale. And exhale. Left elbow to left knee. Reaching through the left fingertips. Don't just let your hand hang. Inhale. Sweep the right fingertips towards the sky. Opening the right shoulder. Long line Again, reaching from your right foot to your right fingertips. Keep the hips low. Inhale. And exhale, straighten that left leg. Opening arms wide. Coming into triangle. Again, we're in between those two panes glass. Inhale, slide out over the left leg. Once you hit that stopping point, exhale, just take over. If you want a challenge here, you can lift your hands so you're not supporting yourself with the hand, but you're reaching using your core to keep your body lifted. Keep pushing into the outer edge of the right foot. Inhale. And exhale. Bring hands to hips. Step your right foot in halfway. Keeping the 45-degree angle with the right foot, and then try to square your hips to the front of the mat. Inhale. Right hand comes to the sky. Exhale, hinge forward. Keep reaching. And then twist to the left as your right hand drops to the floor, maybe to your foot, maybe to your shin. Opening the left fingertips towards the sky. Focusing on the twist more than where your hand is. So you want to be able to stack the shoulders and revolve triangle. Inhale. And exhale, hands come down. Walking your hands to the center of the mat. We're going to come into Prasarita here. Hands come to the hips, come to standing. Check in with your feet. Heels angle out slightly more than the toes. Inhale, sweep the arms to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Finding your hands on the mat just below the shoulders or reaching between the legs. We're coming into that bind. Relaxing through the neck and the head. Gazing directly behind you. Prasarita. Then bringing your hands underneath your shoulders if they're not already there. Inhale, come to a halfway lift. And exhale, walk your hands to your left foot, coming into Skandasana. So coming into that squat, your heel doesn't have to come down. That's again, just flexibility in that Achilles tendon here. Right toes pull towards the shin and direct it up towards the sky. Staying here, or hands to heart center for balance. Or if you came into the bind, you can wrap the left arm around your knee and then reach behind you with the right, maybe finding fingertips. Feeling a stretch in the inside of the right thigh. And breathing. If you're in the bind, release it. Everybody coming back down, hands on the mat. And slowly walk your hands forward to frame the left foot. Inhale, left comes back to meet the right, shifting forward. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg high to the sky. Exhale, bring your right knee to your right elbow. Coming forward into plank, so you're lifted here. Inhale, reach high to the sky. Exhale, cross the body. Right knee comes all the way to the left elbow. See if you can tap it. Inhale, reach high to the sky. Exhale, round in, knee comes to nose. Inhale, high to the sky. Exhale, bring your right foot forward, planting it outside your right hand. Mine comes off the mat, that's perfectly fine. From here, reaching back through that left heel. So you can bounce a little bit here, but try to start opening the right hip towards the mat. Once you feel the edge of that tension, you can drop the left knee, release the top of the left foot. Coming into lizard. So lots of options here. First and most important, making sure your knee is stacked over your ankle or behind. You just don't want your foot or your knee over the ankle here. We don't want this protecting the knee. So foot can stay flat. You can stay here if this is enough, or you can lower to your forearms. You can come back up and you can angle your toes, your right toes out to the corner, and even let the weight hold the outside of your foot so your arch is lifting. You can also look over your right shoulder and press gently into the right knee away from the body. You want a little bit more in the left hip. You can lift the left foot, reaching back to grab with the right hand. Keep opening the right shoulder further if you're in the bind. Breathing into the hips. Breathing into the pelvis. Reconnecting with your breath if you've lost that long, lengthened breath. If you lifted the foot, gently let it come back down. Everybody coming back up onto your hands. Throw your left toes under, lift your left knee so you're in a tripod position, like a low lunge. Inhale, and on the exhale, lift that right leg back up to the sky. Three-legged dog, reaching long and strong here. Exhale, bend the knee under the body, bringing it all the way forward, setting the knee next to the wrist. The knee can have a deep bend here. I like this because my knees are very sensitive. Some people like to have their shin more in line with the front edge of the mat. Whatever works for you, try to keep your weight square so we don't roll to the right, so you can support yourself with your fingers. You can bring a block under the right hip, and then begin by walking your weight back, lifting your heart for modified king pigeon. Right toes pull towards the shin to engage the muscles around the knee for protection. If you ever feel pain in a knee, especially in these hip openers, come out and you can stretch your hips other ways. You can come into figure four. Keep breathing here, or you can lift the left foot, reaching back for the arch side of the foot for a bind, keeping the shoulders square with the front of the room. You can lift the right hand if you want to balance. Lots of challenges, lots of options. The full expression of king pigeon, I will not be able to demonstrate, but it's both hands overhead, grabbing the toes. So lots of places to go before you get there. And if you lifted the hands, bring both hands down, gently releasing the left foot if you lifted the foot. One more inhale, lifting through heart center, and on the exhale, keep your weight centered and square and walk your hands forward. Maybe you can come to your forearms. Maybe you can extend your arms all the way out, resting your upper body down. Wherever you are, I encourage you to try to find a place where you can relax your head. So if you have a block, this is a good place for a block if you can't bring your head all the way down. If you don't have a block or a cushion, your head can't come to the floor, you can make fists and let your head rest. And then relax into the shoulders, relax into the face. Let go of any tension in your jaw or in your eyes. And keep breathing. Maybe coming back to that counted breath from the beginning of practice, really extending that exhale. Your next inhale, slowly walking your hands back up, fingers wide, hands shoulder width apart. Shift your weight forward into your hands, curling your left toes under, lift your left knee. Inhale, and on the exhale, lift your right leg back up to the sky. You don't need to straighten it yet, just bend through the knee, maybe circle the ankle and the hip, just bringing some movement back to that leg. We sat on it for a little bit. On our next inhale, straighten the leg, reach the leg towards the sky, three-legged dog, and then exhale, bend the right knee, reaching the knee towards the sky, the foot falls behind you slightly. Keeping the shoulders square to the front of the room in scorpion. So it kind of looks like a scorpion stinger with your foot. Staying here, or if you want a little fun challenge, you can carefully bring your right foot down behind you. Once your feet are squarely on the ground, lifting the hips, opening the heart, reaching forward with the right hands. Left toes pointed, left leg straight, up on the ball of the right foot for wild thing. Inhale, and exhale, coming back around if you came into wild thing, bringing your right foot down to meet your left. Staying here in downward facing dog, or we'll take a vinyasa at your own pace, meeting in downward facing dog. So moving to the other side, we're going to inhale, lift the left leg high in the sky, reach long and strong through the entire leg. Exhale, come forward into plank, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, long and strong, three-legged dog. Exhale, cross the body, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, rounding in. Inhale, reach long. And exhale, left foot comes all the way forward, outside of the hands. So before lowering the knee, check in with that left knee over the ankle or behind it. And then reaching back with the right heel, lifting the knee away from the mat. Start to bounce, maybe a little softening the hip towards the mat until you feel the edge of that tension. And then lower the right knee. Release the top of the foot. Finding your way into the same option you did for lizard on the other side. So lots of options. You can lower here. You can open the knee. You came into the bind, lifting that right foot. And keep opening the left shoulder. Breathing here. If you lifted the right foot, gently let it come back down. Everybody coming back up onto your hands, fingers wide, hands shoulder width apart, curl the right toes under, lift the knee into that low lunge. Inhale, and on the exhale, bring that left leg back up to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, bring it under the body, sending it down next to the wrist for pigeon on this side. So again, listen to your body. Left toes pull back towards the shin to protect the knee. And then using any kind of support you need here to find our way into modified king pigeon, lifting the heart, maybe coming into the bind. So on the other side, adding a balance if it calls you. Keep breathing. Using your exhales to send the signal to stretch and soften safely, slowing down. If you lifted the foot, gently let it come back down. One more inhale, lifting through heart center. And on the exhale, walking the hands forward, holding over that bent knee. Finding whatever support you did on the other side to rest the head, relaxing into the face, into the shoulders. Maybe reconnecting with that counted breath. Really emphasizing that lengthened exhale. Next inhale, slowly walking your hands back up. Hands shoulder width apart, fingers spread wide. Shift your weight forward, over your hands, curl your right toes under, lift your knee. Inhale, and exhale, lift that left leg back up. Moving through the hip, the knee, the ankle. Bringing some blood flow back to the leg. Your next inhale, straighten the leg. Three-legged dog, and exhale, bend the left knee for scorpion. Trying to keep the shoulders square. Feel as it opens into the pelvis. Staying here, or if you took wild thing on the other side, you're going to carefully rotate over, bringing that left foot down to the ground behind you. Once the feet are square on the ground, inhale, lift the heart, lift the hips, reach the left hand forward for wild thing. Inhale, and exhale, carefully come back around. And everybody bringing the left foot down to meet the right and downward facing dog. Staying here, downward facing dog. or taking your very last vinyasa of the practice. And we'll all meet in down dog. Your next inhale, bring your feet together, coming up onto your tiptoes. Exhale, bend your knees, look between your hands, and at the bottom of the exhale, walk or float to forward fold. Inhale, come to a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms sweep wide as you come to standing tall mountain. And exhale, palms together to heart center. We'll move into some balancing. So for balance, we're going to bring our feet hip width apart, not necessarily as wide as the outside of our legs, but thinking about anatomically where your joints are. So hips stacked directly over ankles. Bring your hands to heart center. Lift your toes, rocking your feet side to side, finding all four corners of your feet. And begin to evenly distribute your weight through those four corners. Pushing down into the earth, and then setting your toes down one at a time, trying to create space between each toe. So feel that grounding into the feet, Pada Bandha. Then taking your pelvic floor and engaging your pelvic floor. It's like Uddiyana Bandha, that's our energy center, energy core lock. And then belly button draws in and upward. And keep breathing. Finding your drishti or your focal point somewhere on the floor to start about 6 feet in front of you is a good place to start. So I have wood floors. I like to look at an imperfection in one of the planks or a seam, and then just let go of everything in the periphery. You definitely don't want to look at anything moving. This is our grounding through our drishti, our focal point. Slowly shift your weight to your left foot. We're going to come into tree. So first option is lifting your right heel and rotating it in to rest on the inside of the shin, just like a kickstand. Right knee opening, level 1. Level 2, lifting the foot off the ground, bringing it inside of the shin under the knee. Not on the knee ever. Level 3, you can grab your right foot with your right hand, bringing it all the way up to the inner thigh, pushing your thigh into your foot as much as you're pushing your foot into your thigh. So from here, you stay where you need, and I'm going to add options. Take them or leave them. Listen to your body, but challenge yourself. Moving through the arms, you can open them wide. You can reach them to the sky. You can interlace fingers. I like to interlace all my fingers, except for my pointer finger. It helps to naturally draw the shoulders down. If you're feeling stable and you want more, begin to bring your gaze upward. Maybe finding something in the ceiling to focus on. And the last challenge of all is maybe closing your eyes, which is very difficult. But keep breathing. We don't want to hold our breath. Breath is a huge part of balance. Keep pushing the earth away for your foot instead of sinking into the joints. Lifting long like you're growing up towards the sky. We'll stay here for 3, 2, and release. Hands come down to heart center. Shake out that standing leg. And we'll come to the other side. So finding the four corners, Pada Bandha, Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, find your drishti. And then at your own pace, listen to your body, and as you find your balance, shift your weight to your right. And finding tree on the right side, whatever your option was. Trying to work towards what you did on the other side. Maybe playing with the arms, maybe playing with the gaze. Keep lifting up, away from the mat, and breathing. So you can always gain balance by practice. You're going to get better the more you practice, just as with anything. But balance definitely fluctuates. So some days you may feel stable and be able to do all these crazy yoga moves on one leg, and then the next day you just can't seem to stand on one leg at all. It's totally normal. It has to do with monthly cycles, hydration, caffeine intake, tons of things affect your balance. So don't ever let it get you down. Keep practicing, keep challenging yourself. We'll stay here for 3, 2, and release. Hands come to heart center. Shake it out. And we're gonna come all the way down to the mat. Standing with legs together, roll your shoulders up, back, and down, and then just reach your arms forward. Inhale, come up onto the balls of the feet. And then if it doesn't bother your knees, keeping your legs together and try to stay on your balls of your feet as you slowly lower through a squat all the way down. And then supporting yourself as you lower all the way down to your seat. We'll come into our boat pose for our core. So finding the sits bones, kind of nice and grounded into the earth. I like to keep my knees slightly bent. I can easily stack my spine, and what we want to do is keep that length. Hands come to the floor outside of the hips. Heart stays lifted, that means the shoulders open. Back is flat, and belly button draws into the spine. Those 3 things are the most important. Inhale, find length, pushing into the mat. Exhale, keep that length, just hinge back. If those 3 things are stable, you can lift your arms. If they're still stable, you can lift your hands or your feet. That's what those are. Here, keep breathing. If you notice that your belly pops or you start to round here, there's lots of options. You can hold the back of your thighs. So you keep that length and that flatness. You can drop the feet, keep the hands up. You can drop the hands, keep the feet up. But finding that perfect posture here. And it's so important because when we start to round where our belly pops, we're not engaging through the core, and that's what we're trying to strengthen. Keep breathing and shaking is normal as well. 3, 2, dropping the feet, soles of the feet together, knees wide, making a diamond with your legs. Exhale, fold forward. You can relax into this stretch, or I like to bring it a little deeper, grabbing my feet with my hands, elbows bent to the sides, and exhale, pulling the heart forward towards the feet as it deepens the stretch in the low back. Just a little release. Coming back up to your seat for our last round in boat. Sitting tall, finding that length, belly in, inhale, lengthen, exhale, hinge back, finding your option here. You can stay here and hold this wherever you are, or you can find a flow. For the flow, we're gonna inhale, reach long without touching the ground, keep that belly in, exhale, hinge back up without rounding. Inhale, reach, exhale, lift. 3 more. Inhaling and exhale. You can do this if you have assistance too. Exhale. Last one. Stay here at the top and straighten the legs. Grabbing the shins or the calves, maybe even behind the knees, but try to reach through the legs so we don't want the bent knees. Reaching, engaging the legs. Pull the heart towards the knees. Maybe you can walk your hands up, grabbing big toes or your feet. Finding that V position. This is just a challenge. If you come out, there's also balance here. If you come out, it's just fine. We're gonna be here for 3, 2, and 1. Soles of the feet together, knees wide, exhale into diamond. Nice work. Your next inhale, come all the way back up to your seat, extending your legs long. Make sure you have room to roll all the way back to your back. Bring your legs together, toes touch, legs zipped together. We're gonna keep them together, sitting tall. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down, and then just reach your arms forward, keeping your shoulders there. We're gonna inhale. On the exhale, draw the belly button in, rounding the spine like a C, and then slowly lowering 1 vertebra at a time. Starting at the tailbone, try not to skip over any part of the spine. Articulating slowly down. Arms Shoulders and head relax down. Bringing your knees up into table. Open your arms like wings, palms open to the sky. Great. Cross your right leg over your left like you're sitting in a chair. Inhale deeply. And on the exhale, let your knees fall to the left. Keeping your right shoulder on the mat. Gaze at your right hand. It's not as important how far your knees come towards the floor as much as your right shoulder staying down here. So we're twisting through the entire spine from the tailbone to the crown of the head. Bringing out the torso. Your next exhale, knees come back to center. Uncrossing the legs, left leg crosses over right. Inhale. And exhale, let the knees slowly fall to the right. Left shoulder stays down and gaze at the left hand. You can deepen the stretch with your gently using your right hand to pull the knees towards the floor as long as the left shoulder is down. Twisting is great for digestion. Helps in all the organ functions. Maybe giving the organs a little massage as we twist and squeeze them. Your next exhale, bring your knees back to center. And then knees wide, wrap your fingers around the outside edge of your feet. And pull your knees down towards the earth outside of your chest. Soles of your feet facing the sky, and then see if you can lower your entire spine back to the mat. All the way down to your tail. See if you can bring your back completely flat to the mat. You can stay here in stillness and happy baby, or you can rock side to side, giving yourself a little back massage. Releasing your feet. Extending your legs out for our final resting posture in Savasana. Feet mat width apart, falling open naturally and relaxed. Arms spaced away from the body, palms open to the sky. And then tucking your chin slightly to lengthen the back of your neck. Slowing everything down, letting go of your dry breath. Give your body a scan, starting at your toes, all the way through the body, looking for any tension. If you find tension, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, try to soften it. Letting the floor completely support the weight of your body. Keeping your mind still. You notice thoughts drifting in. Try not to attach to them or create stories around them. Just let them drift by. You can bring your awareness to your breath. Begin to bring your awareness back into the room, back into your body. Noticing sounds around you. Noticing the feeling of the air on your skin. Slowly bringing movement back into your body, wiggling your fingers and toes. Circling your wrists and your ankles. your next inhale, bring your legs together, arms extend overhead, reaching from your fingertips to your toes. If you just woke up in the morning and maybe you did. Inhale one more time, reaching long. And exhale, hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. You can keep your head down on the mat. You can bring your forehead up towards your knees, making a little ball with your body. One more deep breath in here. And exhale, slowly roll to your right side, resting your head on your bicep in a fetal position. Keeping your eyes closed, take this moment to reconnect with the intention you set at the beginning of your practice. And then when you're ready, keeping your eyes closed, slowly find your way up to a comfortable seated position. Sitting tall. And next inhale, sweep your arms wide, reaching up towards the sky, filling your lungs with oxygen. Exhale, bring your palms together through your third eye to your heart center. Bowing your head slightly towards your fingertips. Thank you, everyone, for coming this morning and sharing your practice with me. The inner light in me recognizes the inner light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you, everyone, for coming and joining. We'll be doing this again next Saturday. If you want to follow me on social media, I'm on Instagram at Journey in Movement, and I'm on Facebook at Journey in Movement. Thank you.